Ladies and gentlemen, and all genders outside and in between, this world is a world of darkness, and there may be some subjects that are quite triggering.
Okay, so we left our coterie split into two halves. We have Bing Bing, who having gone back to her apartment to change after having her beautiful dress splattered with mud and oil from a puddle. She's feeling a little fresher now and trying to backtrack through the streets of Birmingham, having not found the coterie where she would expected them to be already at the university. Meanwhile, CT, Emily, and Finn, trying to make their way to the university, took a little bit of an off-road route at CT's recommendation. And although they seemed to make it through, they encountered a little bit of a blockade. Betsy has taken a rather nasty hit on the rear wheel arch. And our trio, split between CT's van and Finn's bike, find themselves pursued by a pair on a motorcycle and a maniacally laughing blonde woman.
Can you drive a bike? Have you ever driven a bike before? Switch with me. Switch with me.
No.
You want to fight the thing that comes at us?
No.
And I'm still like going fast, but
I feel like she knew
if
you.
that thing jumps.
Why did she look at you like that? Finn, why did she look at you like that? What was that?
I just see blonde hair. I don't know. I can't really. Do I recognize her?
Excuse me. It's my blonde hair?
Not your blonde hair. Her blonde hair.
Okay. Well, I mean.
It's blonde hair. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, just focus on the road.
And I'm like doing back and forth while she's saying all of that.
Jesus, what am I supposed to do something? Do you have anything in that purse of yours on the motorcycle?
It's a saddlebag.
It's what?
And no, I don't have anything for you to throw at them.
Okay. Just drive faster then.
Do I recognize this blonde-headed creature?
You do not. No, she's not familiar at all.
Does it look like she's about to jump because she's like grabbing onto the shoulders, right?
Oh, she. Interesting. She is readying herself. She is readying herself for something. Yeah, I mean, she looks almost coiled, like this. She's.
You understand what a clutch is, Em? Do you understand? The clutch is down there,
purse?
bottom left.
My purse?
No, oh God, Lord, help me. Just the right-hand side, you hold that back and you hold that, and that's it. That's all you have to worry about. The brake is right in front of you on the right foot. That's also your brake.
Am I switching with?
Sorry, shifter's on the bottom left. Clutch is on the left. You got that?
What do I do?
Does that make sense?
What do I do with my purse, though? Okay. Are we switching?
I grab it and I stick it in the saddlebag.
I'm awkwardly straddling. I think I'm trying to switch positions with Finn. I don't know how to do this. It's very clear. It's that I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
So we're trying to like slowly to switch up as I'm trying to tell her where everything is.
Okay.
All right. And you're doing this while the motorbike is still moving.
Yeah, so I'm just I'm basically holding on to the throttle, and I'm opening up the left side, letting her go through. And then that is the shifter. Don't touch it. Clutch on the left-hand side. Don't need to touch it. My right hand, and I push her in there.
Okay.
And I pull it back. Just hold it there so that we're going as fast as possible.
Okay.
Easy on the goods. Okay, thank you. Yep, I'm good up here. I think.
Finn and Emily, I need you both, please, to give me a dexterity and athletics check.
I was just about to say.
I was like, she's letting us do this without anything. Oh, God, there it is. Dexterity and sorry?
And athletics, please. 1 success. Oh, Emily. 2 successes. Okay. I'll remind you at this point that Finn is exceptionally good at pep talks. This is his jam. And his sort of instructing and shouting and helping you out does give you the option, Finn, if you would wish to use your boot and rally merit, which will allow Emily to re-roll all her regular dice on this failed skill test to see if she can do better.
Oh, it's failed. Then yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Is it
100%. Boot and rally.
Is it just the same thing for me?
You will roll 2 of those dice, I believe. No, re-roll all regular dice. So you roll 2 of them. So
okay,
because you've got one of those as your hunger dice, so we don't re-roll those at this point. So just 2, please. And we'll add that to the number of successes. 3 successes. Yes.
Wow.
Very
Finn, you're
good.
so good at this, Finn. I understand.
So in a show of really like a masterclass in teaching, Finn manages to coach you perfectly, Emily, into how you not only trade places on this bike, but also keep it going. How does this feel? This isn't Emily's bag normally, right?
No, I'm exhilarated. I didn't think that I would learn anything new today, I guess. I'm very stunned. Mostly worried about my hair, though.
Amazing. CT, from your van, you sort of, watching in the wing mirrors and in the rear view, trying to see what's going on with this chase. Instead, you're kind of surprised to see Finn and Emily scrambling around one another on the bike behind you.
I feel like I like look out the window to like shout obscenities. I'm just like, go, you little What the fuck are you doing? What's going? Oh my, not now! Now is not the time to be doing, oh my god! Now is not the time! God damn youngsters, I swear to God, can't get enough of it.
I think I yell back that we had no choice, don't worry about it. We're fine.
Yeah,
I know
no
exactly
choice,
what I'm
they
doing.
say. They've got no choice. Humpy Pumpy and the Rumpy Pumpy bumping uglies in the middle of a goddamn assault. What is wrong with you people? God damn. Look, there's people
Focus on the road. Don't worry about CT.
Okay.
I'm slowly turning myself, like, facing backwards.
Facing backwards. Okay, yeah. Once you're facing backwards, Finn, what are you trying to do at this point?
In case she comes at us, I want to be able to interject.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Emily and CT then are now in charge of these vehicles. Emily, this is a first for you, right? So let's see how Emily does here.
Don't crash my bike.
I'm gonna need from you an intelligence and drive check, please. But I will remind you at this point that obviously being kindred in nature, you can pull other abilities to the forefront as and when you need to try and help you out. With simply making your heart beat again, you find yourself a little bit better at things than you usually are. Mechanically at this point, if you would like to, you can do a single rouse check to add 2 bonus dice to this pool. Okay. The only risk, of course, is that you may get a little hungrier.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, give me a rouse check, please. That's just a single dice.
Sure, so it'll be 2?
Exclamation V1, please.
Oh, V1, sorry, yes.
You concentrating hard on, summoning the best of your focus to the forefront, find dragging with it a snarling and snapping sensation at the base of your throat. You get hungrier. Emily, I need you, please, to make sure.
What was that sound?
Don't worry about it.
You are at hunger 2 now, so I need you, please, to make your drive check with your hunger 2.
Okay, my drive is 0.
It is. So we're rolling purely on intelligence and your +2 from the blood surge. So it's a dice pool of 4 with your hunger 2, please.
Okay, just like that.
Just
like that.
Total failure. Emily, would you like to tell us what goes wrong here?
I think we're about to crash into some pylons. I think we're about to. Finn, I need your help. I need turn around. Don't.
So
I think there's a ditch coming up.
Turn around.
I'm suddenly very hungry.
Okay, so Emily in her panic just cannot focus on what she needs to do. Is that right? The hunger is snapping at her too much, and the tension of the situation is too much, and the bike begins to slip. Finn, you feel the wheel of your precious bike that you know very well, so you know that feeling and you know what that means as it begins to
We're
sort of
fishtailing,
slide.
Em! Why are we fishtailing? So whichever way we're leaning, I'd like to actually use my hand to push against the floor to pop us back up.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Damn.
In the meantime as well, CT, you catching some of this in the mirror. Are you just trying to focus on driving? Is there anything you are trying to do right now?
I want to see where the people are behind us.
Okay. Could you give me, please, we'll do a check for that. Can you give me, please, your composure and awareness? And in the meantime, let's check in. Let's check in with Finn as well. So Finn is trying to right the bike by shoving against the ground, correct? Okay.
Yep.
So I need you then, please. Wow. Okay, CT. We'll check in with that 4 success roll in a minute.
Wow.
Finn, can you please make me a? It's going to be a strength roll. Give me strength and drive, please. How good are you at riding a car? How good are you at riding a bike with your fists? That seems like the right way to build that pool, right?
Yeah.
That's such a Brujar phrase as well. It's just like, how good are you at riding a bike with your fists?
You can fix everything with a well-placed fist, as we're learning today. Wonderful. Okay. And this isn't necessarily the cleanest way of riding a bike, but you do manage to sort of prevent that fishtail and push it the other way. The downside, of course, here is you've lost a lot of speed between trying to correct this and all the rest. The bike that is behind you is alongside you now. Yeah. And this woman's grin hasn't faded at all, and you hear her shout something over the roar of the engines. And she makes a pretty peculiar gesture at you. She, raising one fist in the air and still smiling at you, just pokes her thumb between her index and middle finger, tilts her head.
Wow. What the? How? Oh, okay. All right.
See?
Did you catch that?
You're goddamn right, I did. I'll let CT go back. Let's go back to CT first. I'll respond. I'll respond in kind.
Oh. CT, 4 successes. You see all of this happen, as described just now to Finn. You see exactly what this woman does. And beyond that, you also see behind her, the other van, having righted itself, is coming up towards you as well. They'll be a little way off, but they are approaching.
Are we on what kind of street are we on? Or are we in a car, like that car park area still?
It's a really small kind of almost like a closed down industrial estate sort of type area.
Is there enough room for me to like fully handbrake turn and then basically use the ass of Betsy to crack into the side of this bike?
Oh, well, I think let's see if that works. We'll see if that works.
I'm just like full on like, all right, let's see how it is. Like just like full on crank it over, handbrake, and
we're
just swing it around.
Just FYI.
Yeah, I know, but the theory is that they'll freak out and stop, and you'll keep going.
Hi.
Let's see if it works. What's the worst that could happen, right?
I killed my friends in the first episode. That is what the worst that can happen.
You killed them in the first episode. Yeah, that would be great.
At the moment where he does that, I was already planning to do. I'd like to grab the handlebars and rev, and without clutching down, I'm just gonna pop the clutch down to give me a bit of a sort of a wheelie.
Yeah. So
that my legs could be kind of at her head level and kick as I go forward.
Am I just straddling in this scenario?
You're just crushed into the tank now.
I'm just. Finn, do you think CT has a full-length mirror inside Betsy that I could use after this, or I just completely more focused on myself than anybody else at this point?
I grab the tiny mirror that I have on my right handlebar and point it at her face.
Oh my god! You're such a joke.
There you go.
Okay, so CT is attempting to maneuver the van in such a way that he can disable this bike, and at the same time, Finn is trying to get himself into position to land his boots straight in this woman's face, if I've understood you correctly. And Emily is making sure her hair looks okay. This is all feeling very on brand so far. Yeah, that makes sense. CT, could you please make me a wits and drive check? No, should we make this a resolve and drive check? How is he thinking about this at the moment? Is this he's trying to like really peg the right moment to do this, or is he sort of watching them very carefully to try and make sure that he doesn't wipe out Finn and Emily? How is he feeling right now, do you think?
I think, to be honest with you, it's more gut reaction.
Okay.
I mean, it's
so
much
let's go
more.
with wits. Yeah.
We'll go with wits. It's much
wits.
more
Give me
like,
wits and drive.
oh my god, they're falling behind. The package is falling behind. These people, that lady's got a crazy ass smile. I need to sort this. So yeah, so wits and drive.
Wits and drive, please.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And in the meantime, Finn, let's take a look at what you're trying to do. So you're preparing yourself for an attack with a maneuver. Is that what we're dealing with here?
Yeah. Anything?
Okay.
Dex and melee?
Well, what we'll do here,
How you
because what we're
feeling?
doing is a preparation, what we'll say is we don't need you
yes.
to roll this time, but we will give you a bonus dice for your next action. So hold that. 5 successes. Finn, as you
Wow, holy
position
moly.
yourself, as you position yourself on the bike, you can see that your bud CT has your back. Fallon, tell us how CT manages this.
I feel like I see her do this symbol, which CT doesn't recognize at all. And I'm like, and I just see like Finn's face drop, like the face that I was seeing so many times in like the underground fights. And I'm just like, oh, that's bad. This is bad. And this is like, he's gonna get off that bike and he's gonna get murdered by a lot of people. I know what I'll do. And as I hit the handbrake, I'm like, don't worry, Finn, I got this. And then like just screech around and just like hit the plan is anyway to hit with the backup with the ass of Betsy. And hopefully Finn and Em get out of the way, but there's no guarantees.
Yeah, I mean, you rolled an amazing number of successes, so this can go down in exactly the way you'd like it to. So yeah, you managed to really clean out this other bike and move it out of the way. Finn, you are delighted, I presume, as you see this bike go clattering to the ground.
Right back at you, motherfucker.
Fantastic.
CT did something right for once.
CT is nailing it.
Thanks, God. Betsy,
Bing,
I will
bing.
get you a
Another
new
one.
paint job.
Bing bing, in the meantime, you sort of going through the streets, start to hear some peculiar noises. It does sound a little bit like drag racing. There's the occasional screech of rubber, and the unmistakable sound of crunching metal, cracking plastic, and above all of that, riding on the breeze through the night, you hear CT screaming, "Don't worry, Finn, I've got you."
Just park right here, cabby. I'll be back.
Wonderful.
And
So-
Bing Bing just gets out of the car and walks towards the noise and just
Okay.
stands at the end of the street with her arms folded, watching everything unfold.
Bing Bing, you see
Every time.
you see this bike on its side on the floor with 2 figures sprawled out, one wearing a helmet and the other not. You see Finn and Emily on their motorbike. But curiously, Emily is driving, and Finn is sat on the back of the bike, facing away. And you see, of course, CT's van, Betsy, with a noticeably large dent in the side of it. In a couple of places now. It doesn't take a genius to work out that this van has now got a nice mark, courtesy of the bike, laid on the floor. Guys, the second
Can Bing Bing walk up to the two prone bodies on the ground and step on the neck of the one without a helmet?
Oh, all right. Yeah.
And then grab the other one with the helmet and just hold them? So she's kind of in a crouch position with her foot on one neck and then her arm, like her hand around the neck of the other.
Yeah, okay. So what we need to do here then, if you're aiming on 2 targets, we will need to split your dice pool. So we're looking at a strength and brawl roll, and we'll be splitting it. So I believe you've got a dice pool of 5.
Okay.
So you'll need to tell me how you're going to split that, who you're targeting it at. So there's a blonde.
The one I'm stepping on more dice.
Okay, so give me a pool of 3 for that one then, please.
Hello? Oh, I didn't space it.
Hello. I'd like to come to a stop and kind of get back towards where CT and we should probably go back. You know how to.
Can I do a willpower? Do I get willpower at the end? Like, do I get it back?
Okay, you earn willpower back by acting in favor of your ambitions and desires.
Mm-hmm.
So you can earn it back. And in this case, if your ambition is claiming territory, maybe you can keep that in mind with what you're doing and act accordingly. Maybe we can give you some willpower back.
Okay. I'm going to use willpower on this.
Okay, go for it. 2 successes, okay. And then would you like to give me the pool of 2 versus the other one? Guys, you, as she's rolling this, you see Bing Bing begin to stride over, face full of purpose. CT, you've seen this look before.
Ah, fuck.
One success, okay. What are you guys doing as Bing Bing is walking over?
Have we not seen her step on the necks yet?
She's just walking towards them at the moment.
She's walking over with purpose
right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm making sure that the bike doesn't fall as soon as M is like stopped on it. Well, you got it.
Oh, right. Am I supposed to put my feet down or?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think?
You can come off now.
Thank you.
Don't know.
M gets up, kind of brushes her dress off a little bit. Still has the helmet on. Just gonna leave that on. What's she doing? Is she coming over? Is she coming to talk to us? Is she coming to?
I lean out of. I literally lean out the window and go, "You don't want to be around for this. It's gonna get messy." And then step out of the van, brush off the side, and then get ready for the van that's coming. Because.
Okay.
Bing Bing's got the determination face on, which means, and she left the cab, so shit's about to get real.
This could be fun.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, you guys watch as Bing Bing continues her stride and places one stilettoed foot on the neck of the woman on the floor who's not wearing a helmet. But the woman seems amused. She doesn't even reach a hand to block her as she puts her foot down. And actually, she tilts her chin back, and bares her neck to her, and laughing, says, "Oh, come on, really?"
Who are you? Why do you like this so much?
Oh, no, this is just fun. I didn't think I'd get a conversation tonight.
This isn't a conversation.
No, it's a time waster, isn't it? And you notice the van is very close. She grins at you.
We should go. We should go. And then I hop back on the bike. Let's go.
Should we help? Should we? I feel like maybe M has some instincts to try to help.
Yeah. We should go. Bing Bing will go with CT.
Do I have in the back of my very questionable van any kind of wooden implement, like a drumstick, that could be used for a stake?
Yeah, you carry that kind of thing around quite a lot, don't you? Yeah.
I do
mean,
carry
it's a
all
great
that kind of
cover.
stuff.
It's a great
Exactly.
cover, keeping drumsticks around. Yeah.
But
So
I literally,
CT is
like-
going to his van.
I'm like, shit. Crank open the back, and I'm like pushing aside flight casing, and there's papers everywhere from random bits of things. And I'm like, God damn it, where did I leave all those broken drumsticks? Shit. Okay,
Master CT.
Yes,
Bing,
Your
bing.
Majesty.
We should go.
We have to
man,
deal with this.
The other man on the floor who's wearing the helmet seems to sort of be rousing himself from this daze, and he stands and flexes his fingers.
Can I take off his helmet
Yes.
and punch him?
You can absolutely try and punch him. Yeah, give me strength and brawl, please. Finn, Emily, what are you doing? I know CT's rummaging around in the van.
Well, no one's going, so I'm putting the back up on the stand, and I think when I see this happening, I'm like, oh fuck, I want to start running towards him and see if I can kick him away.
Okay.
I'm thinking this is
Drop
Finn's
kick.
territory. Yeah, I'm thinking this is Finn's territory for sure. I would like to stay and guard the package.
Okay.
Oh
Emily's
yeah,
gonna stay by
that's
the
a good call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good call.
Finn, you are a little way away. So what we, but thinking about this, Finn's fast. Functionally speaking,
Damn
rapid
straight.
reflexes does give you a free minor action, so you can make this roll with no penalty for movement. Can you please give me your strength and brawl, please?
Absolutely, I can. Strength and brawl. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Did it? Did it work? No, it did not.
It didn't count it as hunger, but that's
Yeah.
okay. Regardless, that's a good roll. If we assume there's hunger in there too, you're still fine.
True.
So I mean, wow, 4 successes. So yeah, I mean, he clocks this guy good. Between Bing Bing punching him and also Finn punching him, this guy is sandwiched between some nasty stuff at the moment.
Maybe Bing Bing like takes the helmet off, brings his head up, punches him, and then offers his head to Finn coming in as well.
I'm going straight
And
for
then
the,
drops him on the ground. Ugh.
I'm going straight for this jump kick right here.
Oof, very nice. I mean, Finn can be exceptionally powerful when he wants to be, especially against mortals. Is he going for his full power here, or is he just trying to make a point?
I think I just want to kick him away.
Okay.
I don't know what he had in his hand because I just saw this and I didn't know if he had a stake or something. I don't know.
Yeah, okay,
Just
got
kick
you.
him away.
You managed to land that sort of kick square on him, and between the punch and the kick, this guy staggers backwards, dazed, his helmet clattering to the floor, where Bing Bing has sort of managed to, catch the bottom of it and take it off. You see a very stocky looking man. He's sort of scowling at you deeply, and now you're this close, Finn and Bing Bing, you can see that every single one of his fingers has a very thick ring. The woman is standing, and she's looking at CT in the van and has walked her way over there as you guys are attacking the man. She doesn't seem too bothered by what you're doing to him. CT, you've been
CT.
rummaging around for this stake, right? You've found a
I got
drumstick?
it! I got a drum. Oh, fuck!
As you turn around, CT, you see this woman, blonde hair, wide eyes, manic smile, hands on hips, stood behind you, and she stares you dead in your eyes. I haven't seen you in a while. Wrong side of the fence, huh? I hear you're about to be some kind of big shot. Important domain.
What can I say? Lots of people want me. I've got a reputation for being real sexy. Do I remember who she is? Have I got any idea who she is? Or was I too drugged up?
You recognize her. She's one of your clan. You've seen her around. She defected over to the Annex side a while ago, but you know she has a bit of a reputation for getting her way.
God damn it, Tallulah.
Staring at her, you feel that familiar creeping sensation as something tries to push its way into your brain. Could you please make me a composure and intelligence check?
No, I can't. It's just not going to happen. No. Yeah. Oh, my lordy. Oh.
Bing Bing, do you know these people?
No, but CT does, and that's no good.
Rude?
Am I an earshot?
Rude, Your Majesty.
I'm an earshot?
I'm going to make a roll too.
Oh no, that's never a good sign. That is never a good sign.
Oh, that is a good sign though.
CT, you managed to push this creeping feeling back.
Can I pretend that I don't?
You can pretend that you don't, yeah. Do you want to make me a performance check? It'll be manipulation performance or subterfuge, whichever you'd rather take.
Hold on, sunglasses. Well, I'll take manipulation for subterfuge if that's all right.
Give me that,
and
give me manipulation subterfuge.
I can't do, it's not about pumping blood in, that's only physical traits, right, isn't it?
Oh, no, you can use that for this. It's to do with honing your abilities, and if your ability to fake something is also your concentration.
So how do is it a rouse check I need to do for?
Yeah, roll me a single dice. You'll be able to add your bonuses regardless, it just determines whether you get hungrier.
So is it just one?
Mm-hmm.
So exclamation mark would be 1. That's it.
Correct.
Cool.
Nailed it. CT doesn't get any hungrier.
Amazing.
So you can add 2 bonus dice to that pool. So you want to give me your manipulation subterfuge with an extra dice.
With 1 extra dice.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh. How do you try and fake this?
I feel like at first, with it as it's 1 success, I feel like I try and resist, and I'm like, God! Oh! Like really obvious. But I'm like, oh, I'm under your spell. Oh no. Tragic days. Oh, shucks. And now just stick it with the with the drumstick. Oh no.
Okay.
This is not going to go well.
Yeah, trying to.
Can we tell it's real? Or like, do I feel like he's in trouble? Like, does Finn feel like he needs to go?
What's your insight level at?
Oh, let's see.
Same for Bing Bing and M, by the way. What's your insight?
I have 2 insight.
Mm-hmm.
Should I roll an insight?
Don't need to roll. I'd just like to know what your insight pool is for now.
Just 1.
Just 1? Okay. Bing Bing's at 2, and M, what's your insight?
2, and I'm able to detect lies.
Oh, okay. On a passive here, let's take some passives on take halves. M absolutely knows that CT has not at all fallen under this woman's spell, and she probably knows what he's going to attempt next. Finn, what did you say you've got on your insight?
1.
1, okay. So Bing Bing is 2, Finn is 1, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bing Bing, you know that he hasn't fallen under her spell, but you probably aren't quite sure why he's faking it. Finn, you have no idea what's going on. This is all very weird. Very weird and very confusing.
And there's that guy in front of us, right? In between.
Yeah, this guy in front of you is still...
Bing Bing kind of mutters under her breath, why are you like this, CT? Why is it always like this?
Okay. CT... Staking somebody is pretty tricky.
Oh, yeah. I've got absolutely no illusion that this is going to go horribly wrong, but I have a drumstick in my hand. I have a drumstick in my hand.
You gotta do it.
I need you to make me a cold shot. So we're looking at a strength and brawl roll. And it's going to be a -2 penalty on the pool. So your strength and brawl is at 4, which means I'm getting you to roll 2 dice.
Can I rouse the blood again, or can I do that this turn?
You can rouse every time you want to on a skill check. Yes, it just risks you getting hungry.
Oh, I will get real thirsty for this delightful dame. So just 1. Oh!
Yeah, no hungrier. CT's very in control of his hunger.
It's all the drugs, man. It's all them drugs. And then, so would that be 4 - 2 + 1, so 3?
I think, what's your potency? You get 2 extra bonus dice, so you get those 2 back from the cool shot, so you're rolling on a pool of 4.
Cool, amazing. Oh, come on, dice, roll out nice.
Okay, 2 successes, okay. So CT lunges forward with this stake towards the woman. At the same time as this happens, Finn, and Bing Bing, you've obviously got this other man next to you and the van basically upon you now. What are you guys focusing on at the moment? Bing Bing.
Bing Bing's focusing on the woman, and she's trying to perceive if the man on the ground is a human or not. Okay. So you're going to focus on the man. I mean, it's difficult to tell, but we can certainly try. It really hinges on whether you're looking for if he's morph or if he's kindred. In this case, the easiest thing immediately, obviously, is to look for a pulse. So if you could give me a wits and medicine check, and let's see if you notice anything about him that would give it away. Emily, what are you doing?
The man standing there has just fists full of rings, right? And he's just constantly doing this.
He's flexed them once, and then he's, getting ready.
Okay. I think I'm worried. I don't know what's going on.
Is she, is Emily sort of keeping an eye out? Is she trying to see whether, if this man is more of a risk than the van, or is she just staying out of the way and trying to look after the bike, do you think?
I think I'm trying to look after the package and sort of observe from afar. She doesn't want to get her dress messy.
Yeah, okay.
Messier.
Okay, give me then, please, let's see if Emily can spot anything that the others are maybe not in a position to look at. Because Emily, of course, also has a couple of tricks up her sleeve, doesn't she? She has heightened senses, and she can also have visions when she wants to. So now, I presume maybe with her heightened senses, she's looking, just using her enhanced eyesight to see if she can spot anything immediately. Is that right?
Right, yes.
Okay. So if you could please give me wits and insight, please. And Finn, what are you doing?
Okay, I assume this guy is mortal just because he had a helmet on. Like, why would we need helmets? And I see that he's getting ready to attack, so I'm gonna use Daunt on him. See if I can stop him in his tracks.
Okay. So, if you're giving me a Daunt roll, that is free. And all I'm looking for you to give me then is an intimidation roll.
Rightio.
So, but you do get your...
I get +2?
You get +2 on that roll, yes. So I will put 2 extra dice into your pool. And that will be it'll be manipulation intimidation, but then with an extra 2 from your Daunt factor.
Great.
Okay.
I'd like to basically just scream at him to tell him to get out of here.
Okay. CT, as you sort of swing this stake forward towards the chest of this woman, fast stab as much as you can manage from breaking your charade of being affected by her. She unfortunately had clocked exactly what you were doing. Although she's been a little bit more of a shadow character than one of your friends per se, she knows enough about your reputation to understand what you're like. And she responds with a sort of rounding smack with the back of her fist. I need you please to take me, that will be 2 superficial damage as she cracks you across the jaw. Bing, bing. Bing, bing. Remind us what you were looking for there.
I'm looking to see if the man on the ground is kindred or human.
Right. The first thing you notice, especially being around bodies as often as you have been, you are pretty good at identifying when something is dead. And this man is not dead. Where the bike skidded to the ground and where you pulled the helmet straight off, you notice a couple of grazes along sort of his chin and his shoulders that are bleeding freely. Kindred don't do that. He's definitely mortal. You scouting the area to see what you can see. The van has stopped moving, but it is close enough for the occupants to get out. And you see 4 oncoming figures. You see a large, snarling, tattooed man at the front, followed up by an olive-skinned man wielding what looks like a pipe. Another wiry-looking man with a switchblade in his right hand, and a short woman with dyed green hair that's fading towards the roots. Really, she hasn't done a good job of upkeeping that dye.
Since M is a little hungry, and I believe these are all humans, is there anything that I can do with awe? Can I do anything in this situation with those 4 bodies approaching me? Can I distract one of them if I notice they're about to do something? Yes.
Yeah, yes. I mean, the one thing you would know in this kind of situation is if people have already decided to be aggressive, it can be a little tricky to talk them down. But M has tricks up her sleeve in that front too. And where appeal doesn't work, terror certainly does. And M has that in spades. Would you like to use Daunt to shout them down?
I would love to.
Okay, we have the same roll as Finn is making then, which we will do in the next round. So hold that roll for a moment.
Sure.
And we'll revisit.
Sure.
Finn, you round on the man with the rings and shout at him to leave, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it you say to him?
Get the fuck out of here.
As you are as you are mid shouting this, he sort of has, moving away from his own crashed bike and flexing his fingers as described before, is walking towards you as you say this, and you barely manage to finish the word here before you feel the cold metal collide with the side of your cheek. Great. I need you please to take me 2 superficial damage. Okay. Let's go back around for a second. So CT, this woman has managed to strike back rather than you managing to land this stake. And what you guys now see before you is this woman once again sort of laughing as this hit lands, and her companion, the man with the rings, is also echoing this laughter as his strike collides with Finn. Emily, you've seen this oncoming group of people, and your intention is to step forward and shout at them to back off.
I step forward.
Mm-hmm.
I step forward.
Okay.
And I say, who the fuck do you think you are?
Ooh, very nice. Give me that intimidation roll then, please. So it's, give me charisma intimidation with that +2 bonus on it as well. CT, Bing Bing, and Finn, you see take a couple of steps forwards. Let's talk about what you guys are doing for a moment. CT, you're face down with this laughing blonde woman. What are you doing right now?
Let me have a look. I think I'm gonna use the momentum, like, as I'm down, to just fully uppercut her.
Yeah, brilliant. Give me your strength and brawl then, please.
Old school bouncer style uppercut.
Perfect. Bing Bing. You are aware of this woman by CT, and you're aware of the man that's just punched Finn in the face, but you haven't yet noticed the people coming behind you, although you do see that M is taking a couple of steps towards and is looking over your shoulder. What are you doing?
I'm going to start gathering shadows.
Okay.
And try to get us in a more advantageous position while they're approaching us. So I'm going to shadow cast.
Okay. Wonderful. Now, calling on the powers of oblivion is a little hunger-inducing sometimes. So I need you to make me your rouse check, please.
How do you do that?
Just a single dice. Okay. So exclamation V1, please. Perfect. Yes. You don't get any hungrier, and you do begin to call the shadows to your side. Do you want to explain what that looks like to everyone?
The shadows just start extending from the buildings around me and towards me. They're growing. The world around us is getting darker. And Bing Bing's just quietly standing there, no expression on her face.
Okay. Finn, you see M taking a step. You see CT preparing his swing. You see the shadows from the nearby buildings begin to grow longer. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm countering this guy.
Okay.
I don't think I actually fully see the shadows or anything. I just got punched in the face by a little baby human child. And I'm punching this fool with lethal body, basically.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not taking any prisoners anymore. Totally fair. Give me your strength.
I gave you a chance. Gave him a chance.
You did. Give me your strength and brawl, please.
Strength and brawl.
Very nice. Okay. As you step forward and you shout at this group of people that are coming up to you, you notice fear. You know exactly how to channel exactly what you need to make people second guess whether it's a good idea to step up to you. One of them, a man with bloodshot eyes and an unkempt beard, drops his blade to the floor with a clatter, and backing away a couple of steps before he manages to find his footing fully, stumbling and tripping over his own shoes, does turn and run. The man at the front, tattooed and snarling, simply sneers at you, and seeing his colleague leaving, shrugs and continues. The man and the woman flanking him also continue.
I would do exactly as your friend just did, and turn around and leave. Right now.
Okay. Bing Bing's shadows are definitely adding a little something to this. Bing Bing, with the shadows gathered around you and feeling that advantageous position and knowing that you can really make everything feel a little scarier for these people, what are you doing next?
I'm growing the shadows and getting everything darker, and especially towards the woman with CT.
Okay.
Just starting to envelop the shadows around her.
Okay. Then your attack lands.
Oh yeah, it's going right for the throat.
roundly. Oh yeah. Do you want to tell us how you manage that? Because it lands perfectly.
Yep. The punch is just right down the throat, straight through.
Okay. He staggers a little with that impact again, but he seems to kind of remain focused. He seems oddly fixated, like he will not stop. He just keeps coming. Let's check back around. CT.
Yeah, I got four successes on my uppercut.
Four successes.
Sheer unrefined violence.
You
Nice.
From you were crumpled position, right? Like you dropped. And as you go to hit upwards, this woman really has your number, CT. She simply flicks one knee up and pushes your wrist to the side with a resounding thump. I need you to take another superficial damage, please.
Amazing. Can I, as she does that, like literally knocks it aside, and I'm like, God! And I'm like, fucking hell, buy me a drink first. Jesus. Here we go. Right, let's do this.
Okay. Emily.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to scare one of them out of the fight. What are you trying now?
You guys have no idea who you're messing with. I continue to try to talk to them. No idea who you're messing with. See what happened to your friend there? Underneath my friend's stiletto? I don't know why you're here. I don't know what you want. Get out of here right now. It's in your best interest. I'm just continuing. Emma's just trying to diffuse the situation and trying to use her seduction.
Okay. Give me your charisma persuasion. Let's see how that goes. Bing Bing.
Yes.
You've got all your shadows assembled and you are crawling them all over this woman in front of CT.
Can I start to use my aura of decay on her?
Ooh.
Just start crumbling things around her?
You can. Let's take a look. So, Aura of Decay is another hunger-inducing power. I do need you to make me a rouse check.
You can eat this guy when I'm done with him.
Bing Bing is hungrier. And then... Okay. And then I need your activation roll for that, don't I? So I need you to make me a stamina and oblivion roll at difficulty 3, please.
Run me by that. Stamina is 3.
And what's your oblivion rating?
Is 3, so that's 6.
And how hungry is she? Yeah, how hungry is she first? Okay, so it's 6, 2, and then 3, please. Bestial failure. Bing Bing. When you're trying to pull...
Oh, boot and rallies
forward,
only once, huh?
Yeah, once per session, I believe. Can you make me another dice roll, please? Just a single dice, Amy. Okay. As you start to try and channel this death and decay into the ground, you are focused, but not on the decaying of the tarmac under your feet or the rusting of the metal of the bike on the floor near you. Instead, you are laser focused on the gentle thudding of blood in that man's throat. You are feeling the effects of a hunger compulsion. Any action that you try to take that is not about feeding will be at a 2 dice penalty until you slake 1 point of thirst. Finn, what are you doing right now?
I think after punching that guy and seeing his determination, I'm starting to feel like he and the others might be under a spell.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go help CT, and I have a feeling Bing Bing's gonna take care of this guy.
Okay.
So I know I'm far away from CT, and she just kneed him in the wrist.
Yeah.
What did she do?
She, as he was trying to get up off the ground, she just sort of like shoved him aside. Like he's gone kind of spinning to one side to hit the ground again.
Okay. I'm gonna run and tackle this blonde white-eyed lady.
Okay.
Wide mouth, she had a big gaping maw.
And of course, with Finn's rapid reflexes, he can move really quick. So if you could make me your Dex Athletics check, and we'll see if you can take this. In fact, actually, let's make this Dexterity Brawl. Let's see if you can take her to the ground. Yeah.
Copy that.
I think M is maybe getting the sense that these people aren't here. They don't know about the package. They're just upset by seeing new people in the territory, maybe, but they don't really. I don't know. Is there only one person that knows CT?
What's your passive insight? What's your insight rating?
My passive insight. Where can I find that?
So just how many dots do you have in insight?
2.
2 dots in insight.
Oh, 2, yes, and the detect lies.
Yeah, you've caught some of what this woman is saying, and yeah, it's obvious that she knows him. She knows the domain that he's looking after. She doesn't seem to care about the rest of you.
Okay.
And as I'm running to go do this, before I do, can I yell something at M?
Yeah, of course you can yell as you run.
Because there's like people coming, like surrounding her, right?
Yeah. They're all coming.
M, take the bike and go first. Let us deal with this. And I'm running.
Okay. So we will resolve Finn's role in just a second. Let's see. You hear Finn shouting this as he runs.
Right.
He's fast, like he rushes past you. What are you doing?
I'm torn between staying and helping, or just leaving, getting the package out of here. I don't know. I think I should choose to stay.
Okay. What are you going to try and do at this moment?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Is this a trying to pay attention to what's going on, to just see when there's a window? Because we can, of course. What we'll do then, we'll give you this turn to concentrate, to focus.
Right. Can I attack anyone?
You've got a couple of people close to you, yeah.
Okay.
If you wanted to attack, for example, there's the man that just attacked Finn that he's moving away from. So he's within range if you wanted to try and land a blow on him.
Sure.
Okay. Does M carry anything with her that she would use to hit this person with?
You mean this knife on my inner thigh?
This knife on her inner thigh, yeah. M keeps herself looked after. Okay.
Appearances aren't everything.
Is she, okay, I need you then, please, could you give me Dex and melee? Let's see how she manages to hit Adam. Bing Bing, you're hungry.
I'm gonna eat the man.
You're gonna go for him?
Yeah.
Just straight
Perfect.
up. I'm gonna eat him.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, we like bite attacks here. That's all good. So there's a couple of different ways you can do a bite attack. You can either treat it as a cold shot, which means we'll take 1 success off your pool, and you immediately will deal 2 aggravated damage and embed your fangs in this man. Or you can try and get a hold of him first, which will stop you from having the success penalty, but does mean you have to take 2 rounds to do it. What would you like to try?
I'm gonna go for it with my shadows around me.
Okay. Give me your strength and brawl then, please.
Lily, am I always rolling with my hunger?
Strength and what?
Yes. Strength and brawl.
And I'm at 2 hunger? No, I'm at 3 hunger.
Yeah. Oh, Bing Bing is hungry.
I think this guy's going down.
Okay. And let's check in finally. So we've got Finn is launching himself at this woman to tackle her down. Emily is pulled out her knife and is going for this guy that Bing Bing is also landing her teeth into. CT, what are you doing?
I feel like the point has come that CT actually gets a little bit serious. And can I see where everyone is in front of me?
Yeah, you have a really great view from here. Yeah.
God, right, okay. I get up and so there's people approaching M. And Bing Bing is off the deep end. I'm not getting in the way of that. Dear Lord. Well, that's stupid. And then Finn's running at this person. Cool. So the person that's going towards M, as soon as I see Finn, I'm like, Finn, don't kill her! And then just like absolutely run and like, the guy covered in tattoos, did you say? I'm gonna sink my teeth into him.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna like jump like a cat. I'm like, and like just like grab hold of him and just like, let's go! Ah! And just
amazing. Are you?
I was going to help you. What?
You guys trade places
You
of
got this.
speed.
Have you ever seen CT like this? Oh my god.
Would you say, CT, that you're throwing everything into this? Are you pulling all of your blood into this moment? Is this a surge?
Oh, this is massively a surge for the sheer hilarity of being like, oh God, this isn't good. This is not a good state of being. Don't kill her, Finn. Let's go.
Okay. And are you going for the same as Bing Bing? Is this a straight out? You're going to
this is a straight out.
Okay,
Straight out, just.
So I need your rouse check first, please. Hungrier.
Get hungrier.
How hungry is CT now?
That's only 2. I pressed.
2 hunger. Okay. And then I need your strength and brawl, please, with that hunger accounted for. So it's hunger 2.
Strength plus brawl. And then hunger 2. And is that
and don't forget your bonus dice from the surge, yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's an extra 2 on top of that.
Correct.
Cool. Oh, tasty,
Very nice.
tasty. This is gonna be a vampire, and I'm gonna get fucked. Like,
how did you know? Okay. Finn, you manage this. She is this woman that you are running at is so preoccupied with trying to sort of keep and catch CT's attention that she doesn't even clock you coming up behind her. How do you manage this? What does it look like?
I think it's just a straight like football tackle to the ground, so her face going to the floor.
Okay, she goes straight down.
Oh yeah.
You dive.
I have the knife.
Yeah, you dive towards this man with the knife. And he, through following the sightlines of Finn running past, as you sort of lunge towards him, it's almost like the two of you lock eyes as your knife goes towards him, and he steps. But not only does he step, he swings straight at you. I need you to take 2 superficial damage, please.
Does that mean I mark it on my sheet?
Yes, please. Okay. It's just a single dash in 2 boxes.
Okay.
Bing, bing.
Does M try to? Can I plunge my knife into his throat?
We'll come to that on next round. Yeah, we'll come back in a second. As this happens, though, as he lands this hit, and it hurts, you maybe feel a little vindicated as you see the familiar pink blurred fanged form of our dear Bing Bing as she, coming from behind him, sinks her teeth straight into his neck.
As I grab him by the throat and the face and I pull him back, it just gets darker around me. And because I have painful bite, it's just agonizing into his body. And so as the shadows envelop us, for my privacy's sake, you just hear him screaming.
And CT, lunging for the tattooed man, you are met with a very firm kick to the stomach. This man just seems to just step back, and it's almost as if he's taking another step, just plants his foot straight into you. I need you, please, to take me 1 superficial damage.
Ooh, I am looking a little bruised, people. I am looking a little on the bruised side.
Heal yourself, man.
I thought I was so there. I thought I was like ready. That was the plan. I was just gonna sink my teeth in, heal up, and be grand, ready to go another round. But no. Turns out somebody's a karate master and I wasn't ready for it.
But
no one's going near the bike, are they?
There are 2 unaccounted for, aren't there? The woman has been taken to the ground by Finn, and the tattooed man has been nearly tackled by CT. The short, stocky man with all of his rings is currently enveloped in shadow and being drained by Bing Bing. But the 2 other people, the olive-skinned man and a shorter woman with faded green hair, are making their way towards the bike.
And there was one man who turned away.
He ran.
Correct?
He is long
he ran?
gone.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
yeah. He pegged it. The minute he heard that boom in your voice, he didn't want to know anymore. It was too much for him.
Okay. Good.
Good.
He has learned his lesson.
And the woman you've tackled to the floor turns her head to look over her shoulder at you.
Motherfucker.
To me?
Says to Finn.
Sorry.
To Finn. And she says, I did not think our CT would find such reliable friends. We haven't met, have we?
To that, I answer with a straight down to the ground across the face. I want to try to knock her out if I can.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna
put
everything I can into it. You know what? Elbow.
Elbow. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, give me your strength and brawl, please. Bing Bing, are you spending this turn drinking? You can do that without a roll. You will drain 1 point of blood for every round you spend drinking. You can only go to hunger 0 if you kill him, just so you know.
Can I kill him?
It will take you a few rounds, but you can.
So Bing Bing's pretty much out then.
Bing Bing, not one care in the world, just right. Enjoy the rest of the fight. I'm having lunch. It's fine.
You guys got this handled, right?
Yeah.
As I bear down this elbow, can I like yell, M?
You can, absolutely.
I'm also doing something here. I know it doesn't look like it because I'm standing perfectly still. But I do see this knife in my hand. Do you not see this knife in my hand?
What are you doing here?
I would like to take the knife and put it into the throat of the man who's coming at me.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me your dexterity and melee again then, please. And so Finn is elbowing the woman on the floor. Ooh.
Oh, it's messy.
It's a messy one.
It's messy.
So you managed this, but give me one more dice roll, please, and then we'll come back in and check in on you.
Finn or Emily?
M. I just need one dice from M. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna check back in on that in a minute. Okay. Bing Bing is drinking. Finn is pummeling this woman on the floor. M is knifing a man. And CT.
Shake him.
Well, as soon as I see the two, I go, are you shitting me? I'm just going to abandon where I'm going from and run for the bike and just be like, fuck's sake, you people are just not playing fair. Come on.
Okay.
How close am I to the bike?
It's a little way. We'll count it as a minor action for this if there's something else you would like to declare.
Are they between me and the bike?
They are, yes. You sort of like done a past them. But sort of like, a little way out of the way. It's almost more like a triangle than it is a direct line, if that makes sense. So you might manage to intercept them. If you wanted to give me a Dex Athletics to see if you can make it to the bike before them.
Yeah, I think I would go for the bike first instead of trying to intercept them because there's two of them. So Dex Athletics. Okay. Ooh, okay. How big was the package again?
It's small, sort of like, it's medium sized. It fits in the saddlebag on the bike.
Okay.
Okay.
Left back.
Okay. Finn.
Yo.
The elbow cracking to her face doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as you are used to that kind of strike doing. And she, staring you dead in your eyes, even as the blow lands, says, "Do you really think they're good enough that you're good enough that they'll let you stay? I need you please to make me composure and intelligence roll."
I knew it.
Here we go.
All right. No.
And I'm gonna make a roll.
Oh no. Oh no.
Finn, maybe she's right. You've been in a really precarious position here for a little while, and without the backing of a sire with a good name in the court, you know that your position is very fragile. And here you are in the back streets of Birmingham, watching your new coterie mates take a kicking from what seems to be mostly mortals. Maybe you're not good enough for this. I need you please to take me 2 superficial willpower damage.
I was gonna ask if maybe M hears some of this and is screaming words of encouragement.
You can do it! You're great!
Don't listen to these fleshlings.
I don't think I hear any of that. I just kind of get up off of this lady.
Okay. Let's check in with Em, because you were having a good time there, right?
I've plunged a knife into the man's throat. I would like to take it out and lick it.
Mm-hmm.
I am a little hungry. I decide to feed.
Oh yeah, because as you plunge this knife and you pull it back and you look at this blood, you have never seen anything so beautiful than the wound. It's almost like watching a rose open on this man's neck.
Yes.
And you can't pay attention to anything else. Functionally, that curse that has long sat dormant in your blood has come right to the forefront. You can't take your attention off this man's throat. Any action that isn't about getting close to that wound will be at a 2 dice penalty until you can no longer see it.
Okay. I lean in close to the wound and I begin to feed.
As Bing Bing is also feeding. Bing Bing, what is your intention here? Are you trying to kill this man?
As Bing Bing's feeding, she's kind of lost in it for a moment because she doesn't normally feed on someone so live. So she's a little struck by, fresh blood. But maybe she starts to hear what's going on the outside. CT screaming, the lady telling Finn how worthless he is, and Bing Bing's trying to get out of the fog of how delicious this man's be tasting.
Okay, so she's trying to pull back and resist that hunger. How much so she's taken 1 point of blood out of him so far, because that was what that last round was. So you can take your hunger down by 1 point.
Okay.
And as you pull back and look over at this crowd, and you see CT has made it over to the bike, you see Finn stepping back from the woman on the floor, and you see Em approaching the wounded man with a bit of a trance-like expression on her face. You see the blonde woman stand, still looking over Finn. She makes one short, sharp whistle. The 2 mortals that were headed over to the bike change course. The other man, the one with the tattoos, backs away. And the 4 of them begin to leave, slowly backing into the shadows, watching as Em approaches their compatriot, who, with an increasing sense of panic, begins to look to them for help. She, the blonde woman, gives a sort of expression of faux pity and says, "1 down isn't too bad odds. We need to have a chat, but I can see you're busy. Another time? Maybe?" She's staring straight at CT.
Yeah, another time. We'll do cocktails, you're buying, and I hope I never see you again.
We'll be watching.
Since Bing Bing's watching everybody leave, she's gonna continue feeding.
Okay.
Well, that's a bit
the others
creepy.
are trying to leave, One of the ones who was near the bike is sort of eyeing this with a little bit more suspicion than the others. But CT, you know this woman by reputation at least, and you can see faux bravado all over her face. She knows she lost here. And you know at least that should keep her away for a little while.
Yeah, and stay out. I'm like literally gonna like, cause I run over to the bike and then like realize they all change course and everyone stops and I'm just like, yeah. So yeah, cocktails, you're buying. And then I turn around and I do that classic, real stupid 80s thing where I just like, I think we did all right there. Should we go back?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk towards the bike and get on quietly and just go, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
And turn
Am
the
I
bike
finished feeding?
Tell us about that. Well, how is Em doing?
I finished feeding. I'm down 1 point of hunger. I believe I will lick the wounds closed. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I can take a souvenir from this victim. Maybe I can just, and I use my knife to cut a piece of his hair. Then I take it and I pull out my handkerchief and I put the piece of hair in the handkerchief and then I walk back towards the motorcycle where Finn is, feeling satisfied.
Okay.
You know that's okay.
What CT? You realize this actually happened, right? This wasn't just a hallucination?
Well, I mean, if it was a really bad trip. I got bruises with bruises. Yeah,
Everybody's good?
Finn. Yeah, we're good.
Let's
we're okay.
go.
Yeah.
All yours up.
Bing Bing
Bing
is
Bing.
still feeding.
Bing. We.
Should we get her?
I mean,
She
you
can
know
do what
what?
she wants.
I'm
And I turn the bike and I
literally-
go,
Yeah.
You're gonna.
I mean,
go
she
back.
has her cab. She has her.
The shadows just fall away from her. The floor around her is like crumbled. Looks like it's rotting or aged or ancient. And the man is dead and she just drops him on the floor.
God damn it! You're gonna want me to clear that up, aren't you?
Can I use ashes to ashes?
You absolutely can.
Bing, would I cut like a little bit of myself to drop my blood to do that? Because that's...
Yeah, that's absolutely how you can do that.
Can I take away my hunger now, or is the hunger...
You have killed a man. You can go down to hunger 0 right now.
Heck yeah. Okay.
But I do need you to do one other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Killing has prices of its own. Having been alive for a long time, detachment from humanity is normal, but you do still recognize how it feels when you succumb and let your vampiric side dictate how you behave. I need you please to track me one stain on your humanity. You do that by crossing off from the right-hand side of the track. And we'll come back and discuss that later.
Got it. Bing's gonna take her nail, cut a little bit into her hand, and just drop her blood over the man's body. Just a couple droplets.
Oh.
Okay.
And then he just dissolves.
Make me please that rouse check first. So it's just a single dice. Let's see if you manage to keep that 0 hunger or whether you immediately get hungrier. You keep 0 hunger. Yeah. That's good. Okay, and yeah, then very slowly, exactly as Bing describes, you see this corpse dissolve, disintegrate.
Bing, you're not gonna hear this often, but that was cool.
I know. I'm very
and
cool.
Still you're a bitch. Anyway, let's move.
I don't understand.
It's alright. You will in about a century, when you catch up with the rest of us. So, Head back. Let's
But
go.
I am a sentry.
Bing Bing. You are a delicate angel, and I hope you die soon. Let's
I
go.
need another sentry. I died many years ago.
I tell you what. Do you remember what a phone is? Still got a mobile phone? Call your cabbie.
I don't have a mobile phone.
Oh my God! How do you even get around in this day and age?
In
It's
my
okay.
cab.
Look, yeah.
It's down the street. It's
Finn,
right there.
Finn's gone. I tell you what. You go get the cab. You go do the thing. I'm gonna go. Oh, Betsy.
Why did Finn leave so
Betsy.
quickly? He's our muscle.
He's also got the package. So I mean, if you want that whole fame and fortune thing that you always go on about, we'll
What?
get over there
He
pretty
has
quickly.
the you just let him walk with the package?
He's the strongest
Bing Bing
one of
immediately
us.
leaves.
Yeah.
Am I on the back with Finn?
Yeah.
I think I left with Finn, right? Yeah, all right.
God,
Okay.
Jesus.
Got a souvenir, did you?
Oh, you saw that. Yeah, it's just a thing I like to do for my collection.
You do.
Eyes on the road.
Yeah, drive on to the
Till morning.
to the college. I fucking hope not till morning. I'm gonna be toasty.
Okay. The drive back to the university after all of that is uneventful by comparison. But obviously, some of you have come away with scratches. Some a little worse than scratches, feeling a little battered. Do any of you take any time on this drive back to consider mending any of that?
Oh yeah.
I feel like Finn needs to mend mentally. Are you okay?
He says yes, unconvincingly.
Okay.
M's just there massaging his shoulders on the back of the bike. Just all right.
Yeah.
Pep talk time.
Okay.
Is there a way to actually mend willpower? For
Willpower, you need to work towards your desires and ambitions.
right, yeah. So
But,
okay.
but
Health, I would
health-
have to be not driving, right?
Well, mending is not quite the same as healing as a mortal. Healing as a mortal requires attention, medicine, skilled hands. Mending as kindred just requires thought. You push the vitae in your system to the wounds, and your curse does the rest. Wounds knit very easily. Functionally, all I need you to do if you want to mend any health is just do me some rouse checks.
I don't think he'll be mending for his. He's thinking about something else.
Okay.
I am 100% feeling every bruise, and therefore. So is it like one per superficial damage? It's one rouse check per that.
It depends on your blood potency. So let's just double check that for you. So your blood potency is at 1. So yeah, 1 superficial per rouse check.
Okay. So.
Where do we see the blood potency?
If you go onto page 2 of your character sheet, blood potency is tracked there.
So I gain 1 hunger, but lose 1 superficial damage.
Correct.
Cool. As soon as I start getting hungry, I stop. Because that is a risky business.
How hungry is CT now?
Oh, he's in 3.
Hunger
He's
3.
He's a bit thirsty. So he's really looking forward to hitting the student union bar.
I would have offered for CT, but I don't like to share.
It's entirely fair. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you. You don't have what I need. But don't worry, I've got a bag in the back full of this white powder stuff that some kid's gonna really enjoy.
Right, yeah. Whatever you need, CT.
So CT, you've roused once and mended 1 point.
Yes.
Finn is thinking about other things. Do you need to mend anything?
I do. I took 2 superficial damage.
Okay.
Right, so I would like to. My blood potency is 1.
Okay.
So I just do 1 dice roll?
That's it. And that will give you 1 back. So you get hungrier.
Great. And superficial damage still too? Okay.
You still get to mend the superficial damage, you just get hungrier.
Oh, great. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to risk a second rouse to see if you can mend the second point as well?
And risk getting a little hungrier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're going to the university. I'm sure there'll be somebody there who I can feast on. Just one more time.
Yes. Better that time.
Better.
Okay. So yeah, you can mend both those superficial and you just go up 1 hunger.
Great.
Okay. Bing Bing, how are you doing? You didn't take a single hit that whole time,
Nope.
did you?
0.
0 hunger as well. Bing Bing is having a good night. Okay.
Bing Bing's having a time because she doesn't usually feed on the living.
Must have felt good.
Her hair is vibrant. Her skin's a little glowy. She's very much feeling herself, but her face is still dead.
Give me, please, a single dice roll. I want to see if this meal of yours was substantial. Oh, it was. This was a real good feed. Give me 1 more dice roll, please. As you walking away from this situation, sat in the back of your cab, thinking back over that feed and licking the last remnants of blood from your teeth, it leaves a bitter aftertaste. It's thick. And you can feel something a little more substantial than normal. Now, you've been alive, undead maybe, for long enough to know what a good meal can do. Blood has flavors. And this one is one you've not tasted for a little while. That bitter taste usually leaves you feeling a little stronger in certain places. I need you please to make a note on your sheet that you have the intense melancholic resonance. This means you get a bonus dice anytime you're using your fortitude power until you feed again. And as you sort of savor that thought and that taste, you see the familiar red bricks of the university coming into sight. The others close by, I presume, so you are all
Evening kind of straightens up in the cab, fixes her hair a little bit, looks around to see where Finn and Em may be with the package.
Finn's bike is not too far behind you. So you guys are able to arrive at a very similar time.
Mm-hmm. Pop the saddlebag open and I've got the package in my hand now.
I get off.
All right, where to?
Bing Bing gets out of the cab, walks over. We have to go turn this in now.
Where's CT? Oh, there he is.
Hey, don't worry, I'm still here.
Catch up.
We're good.
All right.
Where are we going? What's
Let's
going
do
on?
this.
You still got the package? We're still good? We're all right? Are we getting pizza? Oh, we don't need pizza. Never mind. Take it. It's all right. It's okay.
You don't even eat.
Only one of us can actually eat. I'll start walking
Who can eat?
towards.
Maybe later.
You can eat? You can eat. What's it like?
Yes. Would you like me to explain it to you, or do you still remember?
I don't even know what flavors are anymore.
We're all aware of my memory.
Well, it's amazing.
Well, shit.
And do I see Dee or Saoirse anywhere?
There's sort of a semicircle of grass and pathways on the inside of the university. Forms a kind of quadrant. From here, you can't see anyone outside, but you can see lights through the windows inside, downstairs, on one side of one of the university buildings.
That must be the office we need to get to.
Must be.
Only one way to find out. Go have a look. Oh shit, no smoking.
Wow, look at that, following the rules.
This is the professor's place, alright? Sometimes you gotta make exceptions.
As you approach and head towards that first door that will take you to the ground corridor next to the room you're looking for, CT, you know the way around this campus. You've been here a lot. You reach out and you notice the door is unlocked.
Ooh.
What?
Probably nothing. It's just doors unlocked. I thought they would have locked up before, doing all the. But then maybe it's something to do with the ritual. I don't know. Maybe they're running out. Anyway, let's carry on.
Yep.
There are no unlocked doors as part of any rituals I know of.
Yeah, but you don't know everything, princess. All right, they might have been doing something new. All right.
Unlocked doors are unsafe.
I mean, they were expecting us, right? No?
Yeah.
That's true.
This is okay. It's fine.
Let's go in. It'll be fine.
I
It'll
don't
be all right.
sense anything. So.
We already.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll walk in front. And I start walking ahead with the package in hand.
Okay.
Well, we should
The
follow
inside
him.
of the inside is quiet. You can hear the reverberations from your footsteps bouncing off the walls as you step through the corridors. The darkness is punctuated by a low orange light cast from under the doorway at the end of the hallway. It bounces off the polished wooden floor and catches your eyes as it rebounds off the walls. And it's not just the front door that was unlocked. You realize as you walk down the corridor that every door you pass hangs open.
Cleaning in here or something? What?
BT, this isn't right. No ritual has every door open.
Well, I'm sure it's just the cleaners. Maybe they're waxing the floor or something,
Cleaners aren't this
do we
sloppy.
know
We
what's in
pay
this
for good
box?
cleaners here.
What time is it?
Do we know
please?
what's in the package?
No.
Should we look?
They said books. They said rituals.
Let's find out. If you feel worried about this, let's find out what's in this thing.
It's not
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
whoa, whoa,
packages
whoa, whoa,
that
whoa.
aren't ours.
There's no guarantees that what's in the package isn't going to blow up in our faces. I don't trust these ritually stuff, all right? Let's take it slowly and find out where the older lady and younger lady are. What were their names? Somebody and somebody.
Cell phones?
Andy.
Can't we call them?
No, the Camarilla frown on that kind of thing.
They don't have phones.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
Bing Bing likes that a lot.
Fair.
I
All right,
mean-
let's keep going then.
We'll just use
Open
carrier
doors,
pigeons. Fuck it.
You
They
want
were
to close the
looking for
doors?
the
Maybe
My
professor.
pigeon is at home.
I know you
Excellent.
have one, Bing Bing. I was taking the piss.
What does that mean? Why
Oh
do people
my-
keep saying that to me?
I'm just.
Why are you peeing around me?
I'm not. Bing Bing. I'm gonna sit you down with Urban Dictionary and you are gonna learn some shit. Okay?
I know a lot.
I need you to make me a roll, please.
Sure.
Could you make me a resolve and auspex roll?
Resolve and auspex?
Mm-hmm.
Where's auspex?
It's your discipline, so it's in that big block beneath where all your powers are.
On the first page? Sorry.
Mm-hmm. On the first page, you've got your attributes, your
disciplines.
skills, and then you've got your disciplines beneath that.
It's a 2, I think.
Wow.
Nice.
Whew.
The darkness of the corridor begins to stretch in front of you. The shadows get darker. And in the midst of these shadows, that orange light spilling from under the door stretches towards you. And as that light stretches, you notice that the shadows around it have company. There are shadows within the orange light on the floor, and as you watch and concentrate and take a step closer, the shadows within the orange light begin to dance. And they show you something. It's like watching a shadow play with puppets. You see 2 figures in some kind of violent dance. One is taller than the other, holding their wrists and leading them, spinning them back and forth. They struggle against each other until the smaller of the 2 seems to grow weaker. They slow, sag, and then they crumple at the knees. The larger figure holds them close. They continue to sag. And then what happens next isn't quite clear as the 2 shadows are tangled together. But you see a kind of ripping motion. And the taller figure pulls their head back. And you're ripped from this vision by the sound of a victorious roar from down the hallway, which the rest of you can hear.
What is that?
How was that?
Oh, shit.
I feel like I've seen something like that before. I'm
We
very
heard
uneasy, though.
What did you see?
There was a struggle. There was a struggle, a smaller person and a larger person. I think the silhouette of a woman and a large man. I think we need to check it out. We need to intervene. We need to see what's going on here.
So we're going towards the roar. Oh, this is gonna get painful.
I think I'm in front. I'm determined. I'm very bothered by this. I'm getting some flashbacks. I think I get to the door and I just plow right in.
I'm gonna see if I can put the package in my pocket right here. Does it fit?
You could tuck it under your jacket, but it's not quite small enough to go in a pocket, if that makes sense. But you could definitely...
Yeah, we'll just hold it there.
Okay. As you push open the door, you see disarray. Mm-hmm. It takes you a little moment to adjust to the light in the room. But as you sort of look down, you see one definitive line of blood stretching towards the door. And casting your eyes up along it, you find yourself locking eyes with the wide, cold eyes of Saoirse. You look at her crumpled form for some time until it registers with you that she is motionless. But something is shifting beneath her skin. Its ashen tone seems to grow grayer as you look at her, and you realize that what you are witnessing is her decay. The skin begins to sag away from her cheekbones. Her eyes widen, and her lips began to draw back into a kind of grimace. And that's where we'll end today's session, guys.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me! No! Go!
I'm shaking. On that note, thank you.
God damn.
Okay.
What a place to leave it.
Okay.
Oh my lordy. Well.